What's happening, guys, with my MLS talk? Pamachi over here, and today we're going to talk about how Atlanta United won the MLS Cup just a few hours ago. Well, at the time of uploading this video, about half an hour ago, at the time of recording this video. But they beat Portland Timbers 2-0 at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in a sold-out stadium, about 73,000 people there. They were the franchise that won the MLS Cup, the second fastest in history, just behind the 1998 Chicago Fire expansion side that Bob Bradley, the LAFC coach, coached at the time. They won in the first season. Atlanta United won in the second season, so I believe they're the second fastest in history. In terms of statistics, Atlanta had 9 shots versus Portland's 8, but had the better chances in my opinion. Portland didn't have the best chances at time, and sometimes it just felt like they were trying to shoot just for the sake of getting one on the statistics and hoping that it was going to go in. Atlanta had slightly less possession, going around 48% possession, while Portland Timbers had about 52% possession, so that's a bit of an interesting case study, as Atlanta generally likes to dominate possession a little more, but of late, they haven't been dominating possession as much. Atlanta had way better cross-succession rate, so they had 43% cross-succession rate for their crosses, and Portland had that's I think a bit better than average for cross-succession rate. That's actually very good, I think, but Portland Timbers had a very bad cross-succession rate at just 6%. Another bigger statistic that I think we should focus on is that Atlanta won quite a bit, around like 15 more duels than Portland, which helped make it so that Atlanta could go on the counter, which they like to do a little bit, with Miguel Almiron leading the attack, as we expected that he would lead the attack and do very well in terms of that. So they won the duels, and then they would send it up to Miguel Almiron, and Miguel Almiron would go for a foul, or if he could, he would try and storm down the field and try and lead an attack, and then help them score the 2 goals that they had there. In terms of some observations, like I said, Almiron was leading the attack as usual on many counterattacks and on many attacks that weren't necessarily counterattacks. Diego Chara played very well, as per usual. In fact, the one time Miguel Almiron was like a few feet in front of him, and then he caught up to Miguel Almiron and took the ball away. That was pretty amazing how he did that. Yeah, so Diego Chara actually had a pretty good game despite losing 2-0 for Portland. And despite losing 2-0, Portland didn't play too bad. They didn't really attack too much in the first half, which, I mean, is the reason why they couldn't score in the first half. But I believe on another day, based on their chances in the second half, and maybe that one Jeremy Abobasi a chance, that time where he injured his shoulder but got that header off. On another day they could have scored that, and maybe it would have been a tie. Maybe Portland would have won the game, but instead they didn't finish their chances. And with that being said, well, Atlanta I think still played quite a bit better. Portland still played pretty well overall, and on another day they may have been able to win it. Anyway, congrats to any Atlanta fans watching. I still remember how great the atmosphere was at BMO Field when Toronto FC won the 2017 MLS Cup. Actually, I was at the 2016 MLS Cup final, and I was at BMO Field, and that was very depressing. And then when we came back and won it in 2017, it was the best thing ever. I was at the game then too, and that was an amazing atmosphere, so I could imagine how excited all the Atlanta fans were, especially since this is the second season in your history. Personally, I was cheering for Portland, as I said in my previous video, but things didn't go their way. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like it. And if you want to hear more from the one and only Pamachi, please subscribe to my channel. Anyway, that's about it, and I'll see you next time.